Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Dumpster Cam. I am coming at you from the jungle right now, which is my overgrown garden plant weed area. But today I want to kind of focus on these tomato plants. So, we're not doing a dumpster dive video today, obviously, but I have a bunch of tomato plants that have produced some very nice tomatoes for me. However, they have not changed. They've stayed green for what seems like months now. There's not any sign of them blushing or ripening, and I honestly don't think they're going to. It's late July here. It's very hot, and I know they don't do well in the extreme heat. So it is what it is, and I don't want them to be wasted. So I'm going to make a green salsa. So instead of using tomatillos, there's a ball recipe that uses green tomatoes, and I'm gonna do that. And I just love the smell of tomato plants. I don't know about you guys, but they smell so good. I'm not a huge tomato fan, although I do like salsa and I do love green salsa. So this is gonna be a good use of these for me. So I'm gonna pick almost all of them, except for maybe some of the tiny ones in hopes that they can mature some more. But we'll see. You know, the plants are very, very big, but they haven't really done much of anything in a while. Although this one does have a flower, so hopefully that can produce something. But I'm definitely gonna pick the bigger ones over there. And then the ones hanging right here, these are pretty good size. Just green, no color to them. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick all of those. And then I will show you what else I'm gonna pick for this salsa. So I have my bag full of green tomatoes now, and the recipe also calls for 5 to 10 jalapenos, and I have tons of jalapenos. On this plant alone, I have like 4 that I can pick, and then I have a bunch of plants over by the chicken coop also. So I'm just gonna take the best of the ones that I can. And it also calls for red onion. However, it can safely be substituted for white onion. And I have some decent sized onions in here. So I'm going to, oh look, he's half red, half white. No, he's white, but I'm gonna take some of the onions as well and make some fresh, fabulous salsa. I might as well just give you a little loofah update while I'm here. Here is my biggest loofah right now, even though it's very small. Here's another one, and then I have one more on top. And I did hand pollinate these to make sure that they thrive. And then I have like 3 more that are currently about to bloom. The only thing is I don't think they're gonna have enough time to mature before frost comes. So I'm hoping, you know, I'll keep doing what I do, but it would be fun to get some loofah. I got my jalapenos, and this one's a little worse for wear, so I'm gonna feed this to the chickens. And one of my ladies laid her first egg on Tuesday and her second egg on Thursday, and it was so cute and it's so exciting. I haven't eaten them yet. I'm waiting. I'm not waiting, but I'm gonna eat it soon. And it's just so fun to come out here and check now. I don't think she's gonna lay one today, although they are just laying them here in the coop, and that definitely looks like a little nest, but it doesn't look like she got anything out today. They don't like the nesting boxes, but I do still have this one up here, and a little fake egg down here, and then another one in the coop. I don't know if you can hear her talking. But so far she's laid every other day. I mean, it's only been 2, but that's it. That definitely looks like a little nest. But the other ladies have not laid yet. But they definitely should be laying because they're so big. So these are the ladies. I think the ladies are pretty hot, so I'm gonna bring them some ice, refill their water, and bring them some frozen green beans as well. See if that can help cool them down a little bit. Lay me an egg, please. I do think this lady right here wants to lay an egg. That white one should be laying, but she hasn't laid me anything yet. I think it's all been this one, but I think she's so hot. And I wish I could help her, but I just put ice in there, and now they're all gonna yell at me. And I just got them some frozen stuff over there. I tried to put it in there. She was laying in there, but she got very upset with me about that. So I hope this helps cool her down, and that will help her get comfortable to lay. But we'll come back out and check again later. I don't know, it's just so hot out here for them. They do have the fan of like my air unit that blows on them. So I hope they'll be okay, but let's go back to the Salsa. Lay me an egg, please. I found this tiny fan that's battery powered that I want to put in the coop, but I don't know if you can see, she's still nestled in there. So I think I'm gonna let her finish. She's hot. Now I think I'm gonna try to sneak it into the corner, just to give her a little relief, hopefully. All right, I got it in. She's panting, which isn't typical good chicken behavior, but I'm hoping it gives her a little bit of comfort. I put an ice cube in front of it. I hope she's okay. I'll let you guys know. I'm not gonna bother her again for a while, but the fan is helping. She's not panting anymore, and the sun is shifting a little bit, so she should be good, but no egg at the moment. I'll check back later. It has not been too long since my last video. Here is our little ladybird. She is looking great, and she did it. So yay, this is her third egg, and she's the only one laying. Everybody needs to step it up, but she's doing great. They've all looked the same, and I bet she feels better. She did lay yesterday, so that's 2 in a row. She's doing awesome. Lay me an egg, ladies. But I'm gonna bring it inside, and then we will for sure get to the Salsa. Okay, sorry for the chicken detour. We're back in the kitchen with Salsa now, but here are my 3 little eggs that I have gotten. First day, second day, third day, so I think they are slowly getting a little bit bigger. And then just some very small potatoes that I grew. But here is the harvest from today for the Salsa. I'm hoping it works out. The recipe calls for 7 cups of chopped green tomatoes, 5 to 10 jalapenos, 2 cups of onions. I have a few store-bought onions if I need to supplement, and then garlic. So this is all grown from my garden. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and wash this up, but fingers crossed that we have enough tomatoes here. All right, all the tomatoes are peeled, cored, and chopped, and I'm going to be honest, it wasn't necessarily a fun process. It's hard to peel an unripe tomato, but we did it. I am working on the jalapenos right now. I decided to go with 6 jalapenos. Oh, and it equaled out to like just about 7 cups, so I think we're good there. I'm going to do 6 jalapenos. I have about half of them finally chopped right here. I'm going to go ahead and put those in the bowl as well, and then I will work on the onions. Need 2 cups of those. Okay, moving along. In here, I have the 7 cups of green tomatoes, the 6 jalapenos, the 2 cups of onions, which actually worked out great. These are all the only ones that I have left from my garden right there. And then some garlic, which I also grew. So everything in here I have grown from my garden, which is fabulous. I don't know, it just feels good to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But I'm going to mix that together, put in half a cup of lime juice, which I didn't grow. And then bring that to a boil, it says, even though I'm not really sure if boil is going to be the right word. But I'm going to heat that up. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to loosely chop some cilantro, which I did grow. However, I let it go to seed. So unfortunately, I am using grocery store cilantro, but half a cup of that. Once this is boiling, I'm going to add that in as well as the seasoning. And I will show you that. So boiling actually was the right word. It definitely is boiling. I have in the half a cup of cilantro, some oregano, some cumin, salt, and pepper. I'm going to mix this all together, reduce the heat, and let it simmer for 5 minutes. So, it does smell very good. And I love cumin. That is my favorite spice. I love cilantro. Sorry for that bad filming. I love cilantro. I know some people are not fans of cilantro, but I am. So I'm going to let this simmer for 5 minutes, and then I think it's go time in the canner. All right, I am ladling into my jars. By the end of this, they will have about 1/2 inch of headspace. The jars are hot. You always ladle hot stuff into hot jars. Since I am canning this, I am following the ball recipe to a T. If you were just going to make it to eat it, you can do whatever you want, add whatever you want, but it's important to follow the science and the recipes when you're actually canning something. But it smells so good. And my kitchen is a mess, but I'm not even going to worry about it tonight. I'm going to save that for future me. So right now I'm going to finish ladling, see how many jars I can get, enjoy the smell, put the lids and the rings on, and then I will show you from there. Okay, the green salsa is all canned up. Just a reminder, always use new lids. I personally do reuse my rings, as long as they're not, causing issue. But I am going to put these in my water bath canner, make sure it is covered with water on top. Did I say I ended up getting 8? Probably, but I'm excited about that. So I'm going to put all of these in here, put a cover on the pot, and let them bathe for 20 minutes. So I'm going to put the heat on medium-high and just keep them in here. So I will see you guys then. It has been the time. I let them rest for 5 minutes. All the jars are out, and there are still a few that have just been pinging away. So I'm just going to leave them. I'm not going to touch them for at least 12 hours just to make sure everything seals up correctly. And then I will video tomorrow morning. We'll take the rings off. I'll clean my kitchen. It'll be great. And I'm definitely going to try one of these tomorrow because I'm interested to see if it tastes as good as it smells and as good as I'm hoping. So fingers crossed for that. Final reveal. Here is all of the salsa. They all sealed fabulously. So I have 7 left. This one I took out and dumped in this little container and had in the fridge. It's thick, not much juice because I did only add that 1/2 cup of lime juice. And my tomatoes were not very juicy, but it's very good. I didn't have any tortilla chips, so I had to crisp up this actual tortilla, which is from dumpster diving, by the way, to try it out. Very good. It's very refreshing. It's not really spicy at all. I could have added more jalapenos and kept some of the seeds in there, but it's very refreshing, very light, and very summery, I would say. So that's my green salsa, and it's even better because most of it is, 90% of it is homegrown. So great use of these tomatoes for me personally because I don't love them otherwise, and I'm excited, and I will definitely put this to good use. I'll give you a little shot of the kids here when we sign off, but Kippy and Asparagus, they're having a good summer day today, but thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Dumpster Cam. And I will be back soon with more food, garden, cat, house, dumpster dive, and just other fun videos. So thank you guys. Bye.